Hey, everybody, it's Sarah with Supermom Shuffle. Happy March. Happy day we spring forward. I mean, that was yesterday, but today's the day of recovery from springing the time forward. I just wanted to jump on and do our monthly unboxing so you can see the March box and all of the goodies that were inside. Um, this one was a really good box. I really loved it. I say each one is my favorite, and then the next month I end up saying that it's my very favorite. And so I'm probably going to just continue to say that again and again and again. But I wanted to jump on and do an unboxing with you guys and just show you everything that's in our March box. Um, I can't believe it's already mid-March. I don't know where the time is going. It's spring break here this week. I don't know if it's later in the school year for some of you, but in Tennessee, they get out of school pretty early. They get out of school for the year, end of May, something like that. And so our spring break's pretty early. And so kids are home this week everywhere. And so that's a little bit of a change of schedule, but it's also the time change. So that's actually really good, I think, timing for once that they don't have to go to school and recover from the time change. Nobody at my house particularly wanted to get out of bed this morning. So I don't know about your house, but nobody at my house was really super interested because we lost an hour. Um, but anyway, mid-March, almost spring. The weather here has kind of started to break just a little bit. We're in like the 60s. Occasionally we see a 70. It's raining like crazy as it does in Tennessee in late March and early April. But we'll take it. Anything that's not freezing cold, we will take for sure. But let's go ahead and jump in and see what's in the March box. The theme for March was "It is easy being green." And I saw that because I always look to see what holidays are happening in the month and things like that when I'm planning, way back when I was planning this box. And the middle of this month, March 18th, is Global Recycling Day. And so I thought it would be a super good month to just go ahead and make all about being green. So everything in the box is all about being more green in your home. The actual boxes always have been made of recycled products, and the tissue paper in this month's box and the crinkle paper are made with recycled paper as well. So everything is pretty green for a subscription box this month. And all the items inside were designed to help you be more green in your daily life and to help you kind of get started on being green. So with that in mind, let's do the card for the month. So it's a two-sided laminated card this month that you can use your dry erase marker on. And the first side is a recycling do's and don'ts. And I was really surprised when I started looking like the things that you do recycle and that you don't recycle. Like, for example, you wouldn't recycle a pizza box if it's got grease all over it. They don't want that. I didn't know that. And just lots of different things that I wasn't super aware of. So I thought it would be helpful to have like a do and a don't. And then on the back is a list of 13 ways you can be more green in your house. And it's just different things that you can start. You don't start all 13 at once. That would be super overwhelming, I would think. But just pick a couple as you go. And just like once you have incorporated one or two into your routine, add another one and then add another one. And before you know it, you're doing a whole lot of stuff in your house to save some energy, save some money, and it's good for the environment as well. So that's a win-win. So I hope you enjoy that for the month. While we're on the subject of enjoying, here is the recipe book for the month. And so it's the green recipe book. There wasn't a whole lot you could do with recycling and cookbook. So I decided to just go for fun and do everything green. And some of my favorite recipes are actually in this cookbook from all the ones I've done so far. And it was super fun to do. It was super fun to go through my stash of recipes, my mom's stash of recipes. And I found some on Pinterest that I perfected and kind of made my own. But that were all green, that would turn out being green food. So that's fun for this week for St. Patrick's Day. It's fun for the whole month because you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day. It by default, usually if it's green, it's going to get some vegetables in for you. So that's never a bad thing. I really liked this one. So this was fun. And so I hope you enjoy making some recipes out of it as well. Let's see, going down the list. I'm going to save the notebook for last because it's the new notebook this month. Let's do the shopping bag. This is my favorite thing that's in the box this month. And so it's a reusable canvas bag. And then I cut with my Cricut and ironed on the Just Keep Shuffling from the Supermom Shuffle website. And I love her. I think she's so cute. And I thought it added so much to the bag. And so it's got all of our Supermom Shuffle colors on it. And it's just a nice reusable bag that you can use. If you want to use it for groceries, go for it. If you want to use it for, just an everyday tote bag, however you want to use it. But it's a pretty good size. It'll fit a good amount of stuff. Let me switch over here. There's more room over here. It'll fit a pretty good amount of stuff. And it's got, it's pretty sturdy and well made. So I really loved them. I was super pleased when they came in. And then I was even more super pleased once I saw the Just Keep Shuffling on it, because I just love that. That's our Supermom Shuffle motto, is just keep shuffling. Next up, let's do the Ziploc bags. I liked those. I kept seeing these and I had never tried them. Let's see if I can get all three at one time. They're reusable Ziploc bags, and they came in 3 different sizes. There's one that's more like a snack bag, one that's more like a sandwich bag, and then the third one's like your big gallon zipper bag. And I kept seeing them anyway, and I had been wanting to try them. And so I thought this would be a perfect thing to put in a box that's all about being green, because anytime you could save not using an actual plastic Ziploc bag, that's a good thing. And then you can get all different sizes, all different sets. You can get some that have like fun prints on them. You can get kid ones if you want to put them in your kid's lunchbox, all kinds of stuff like that. And there's, as far as food storage and stuff, really, for being green, there's so many different options. One of the things I wanted to put in the box that I just could not find the right combination on. One of the brands is called Melly Wraps, but there's so many brands of them, and they're on Etsy. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them on bunches of different websites, but it's beeswax coated fabric, and you can just wrap your food up in it. And it's like having, I guess, saran wrap, but it's reusable. So you can use it over and over and over again. And so I loved that stuff. And then I loved these. I was super excited that you got to get 3 of those in your box. Let's see, let's put this out of my way. Here we go. Next up, let's do the bracelets. These are, and I'm not going to say the actual name of them because I'm sure I would butcher them in the language that it was intended, but these are, let me get them up here where you can see them really good. It's a set of 3 bracelets, and they're all different shades of purple, and it's from a company, or from an organization, not a company, an organization called Project Hope. And I'm going to go ahead and put them on because I think they're super cute. And I have my purple shirt on, so this works out really well. Here we go. So they're just 3 little stretchy bracelets. But what I think is so super cool about these, number one, is it's from Project Hope. So this is from a charity organization that helps women in Uganda that make these bracelets and then sell them to them. So the money goes back to the Ugandan women, and they make it from recycled paper. And I think it's got a couple other things in it too, as far as recycled stuff, but the beads are made from recycled paper, and then they paint them, and then they make the bracelets out of them, which I think is just super. I mean, what a cool way to recycle paper, to have. Let's see if I can do better with this fingers. There we go. To have, to have them made into bracelets and painted and to make beads. I mean, I think that's so cool. And Project Hope, you can find them online. It's just projecthope.org. And they have tons of stuff you can buy to support their organization. But I thought these were the most cute. I mean, super, super cute. Next up that I also thought was super cool was these pins. And it's called Bottle to Pen, and it's the Pilot brand. So, I mean, we know they're good pens, and they are made from, the outsides of them are made from recycled water bottles, and they're super cute. They look like they look like water bottle material, and they look like they could be part of a water bottle. And it says they are made from 89% recycled material, which, how cool is that? I didn't even know things like that existed till I started shopping for this box. I had never seen these in the store. Now that I know that they're a thing, I've looked, and they actually are all over the stores. I just had missed it. But I mean, how often are you shopping for ink pens? But yeah, so I thought this was so cool. I hope you enjoy them as well. I love a good ink pen. I have a ton of them hanging around everywhere. Okay, let's see. We did everything. Okay, now the reusable straw. I loved these. These came in one of 4 colors, so you could have gotten red, green, silver, or blue. And it comes with the little keychain. Turn that back on. It comes with a little keychain, and where you can keep it handy in your purse, or actually on your keys if you wanted to. And this is the case for your reusable straw. And so inside, oh, pardon the squeaks, that's awful. Inside is the reusable straw, and it folds down, telescopes down, and it folds out. And it has, I don't know that I can get it out at the moment, but it also has, if you can see inside, it has a cleaning brush that comes out. So you have a cleaning brush so you can clean the straw every time you use it. And that way it doesn't get gross if you use it over and over again, since it's a reusable straw. You'll want to wash that really well. But yeah, so you can carry this with you and use it whenever there are straws, and just, you don't have to take the plastic straw. You can use this one. And I really like them. I didn't know what I would think about the reusable straws. It kind of wigged me out at the beginning, but I've actually been using this one for a while now, and I really like it. I was super impressed with it, and I mean, it's super nice. It's been super easy to keep clean. That was kind of the thing that freaked me out, was how are you going to keep it clean? But it's not been hard at all to keep clean, and so I've been super pleased with it. Let's see if I can get the brush thing out so you can see it. There we go. It comes with a brush, so you can just totally wash it when you're washing dishes, push the brush all the way through, pull it out the other side, clean straw, and then you can just put it right back in its case. I thought that was super, super cool. I hope you guys enjoy that too. All right, so I think that's everything that was in the box except for the notebook, and I'm so excited for this month's notebook. It's the new format. I took a poll of all the customers, and previously we were in a 8.5 by 11 3-ring notebook, and it was kind of limiting me on space as far as how much I could design in a sheet and how much I could put on a sheet, because I wanted to be able to put as much as I could as far as planning and calendars and things like that. But lots of the people were saying, if this were bigger, I could use it a little bit better, because I could, I could actually write in things that I need to keep track of. And more people started saying, oh, but if this part were bigger, I could do this. And if this part were bigger, I can do this. And I thought, okay. So I sent a survey out, and it was an overwhelming response that instead of the 8.5 by 5.5, that everybody would like to have an 8.5 by 11. But the problem is you can't do 8.5 by 11 notebook, because those don't fit in our box. And I already have the boxes, so couldn't do a notebook. So we've done the next best thing. And I really love how it turned out. I think it really is a good compromise. So now each month you will get a spiral bound Supermom Sanity Saver notebook. It has everything is the same as far as what was in it as it was before. None of that has changed. It's just a bigger size, and it's got your tabs. I added a tab this time around. Nothing new, but I just decided menu planning needed its own tab. It had been in the organization section, and I decided it was really an animal of its own, and it needed its own space. And so I added a tab. So you still have your mom self-care, you still have your family care, you still got organization. We're added the menu planning tab. You still got your date night and your calendars. And so it's the same as it was. It's just in a bigger notebook. So you still got your menu plan, and you have got your grocery list. It's just bigger and easier to read, and all on one page, which is also kind of handy when you're going shopping. And then it gives you a much bigger calendar to use each month, where you can pencil things in. And it just gives you more room to plan. It gives you more room to have your self-care checklist. You can have it all on one page. Previously, I'd had to split this into 2 pages. So now you can see your whole week one at a time, like 1 week at a time, without having to flip back and forth between 2 pages. That was something that one of the customers and subscribers had mentioned, that would be super nice to have it all together. And so here we are. Now it's all together. I was super pleased with how it turned out. I'm super pleased that you'll have one each month. So each month will just be a new spiral bound notebook. And if you just particularly loved your notebook, and you already have the black notebook that's the 8.5 by 5.5, and you just really want to have it that way, all you have to do is take your electronic copies that you get emailed as part of your subscription, and just print it two sheets to 1 page, and that'll print you out in the exact size that you need to be in. And that way you can just print it out and stick it in your notebook that you already have. But this was overwhelmingly the choice of all the members and subscribers. So this is what I went with. And it's a little bit easier for me as well, as far as designing. So, and I really liked that it gives us a lot more room to play around with the planning pages and things that we can do with it. So I hope you like it as much as I do. I hope you're happy with it too. I think that's all that's in the box. I mean, I know that that's all that's in the box. I've gone over all of that. If you have any questions, as always, definitely let me know. I'm always happy to answer them. You can always reach me at supermomshuffle@gmail.com, or on Facebook at Supermom Shuffle, Supermom ShuffleBox, or on Instagram at Supermom Shuffle or Supermom ShuffleBox. As far as housekeeping items, the April theme has been announced, and it is less mess, no stress. Or maybe it's no mess, less stress. Either way, there's less stress. April is Stress Awareness Month. And so I think it's going to be important to focus the whole month on being less stressed. And so one thing that really stresses me out always is if my house is a mess. And don't get me wrong, it's probably most of the time a mess. But this month's box will focus on how tips to help you keep the house cleaner with little or lesser effort. It will be cool cleaning products. There's a couple such cool fun things that I didn't even know existed in the world, that are going to be in the box. There'll probably be a spoiler alert towards the end of the month. Um, but I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be great. And I think anything that can help a mom out to save you some time or save you some effort is always worth it. And so that's what the whole month of April is going to be focusing on. Online in our group, we'll probably do a lot of de-stress things and things about handling stress, managing overwhelm, things like that. But as far as the actual box is concerned, it's going to be less mess, less stress. And I'm super excited for it. So as always, reach me if you need help or have any questions, let me know. And otherwise, thank you so much for watching.